Okay, hi everybody. This is Kelsey signing in from Chicago, Illinois. I'm trying to get myself in this camera right. I'm called. Today is July 13th, 2017, and as I said before, my name is Kelsey Wicks. I've been working with the unification of African American males endeavor for the past 3 years. This is my third year. I'm in the backyard of my home, so you're probably hearing trucks and stuff out there, but it's such a nice day, I just thought I'd shoot the video out here in the backyard. Recently, I went through Atlanta. I traveled through Atlanta en route to New Orleans for the Essence Festival over the holiday weekend, July 4th weekend. And I wanted to be able to mingle and talk to and canvass a lot of black people that I knew would be in New Orleans for the festival, and ask their opinions about a movement and an endeavor that we're trying to put forward, changing the character of the black community by way of united black male group leadership. Okay, and that's very important. In other words, I'm saying that all black males in the United States, we want to unite all black males in the United States and give them leadership responsibilities so that we can enhance and change the character, the very essence, the very makeup of America's black community. And I think I've come across, in working and being focused on this endeavor, I think I've come across some very good information for you. You know, when you work on cars or whatever your hobby may be, it may be fishing or something, if you're focused on it, you know, usually you can come up with something, you may see something that nobody else sees because you do it all the time. You know, I don't know that much about cars, fixing them. I don't really go fishing that much. I used to when I was younger. But what I do know something about is unification of African American males in terms of what can make it work and how it can make it happen. In fact, the unification of African American black communities in general. It is the black male. It is the African American black male. We have to unite into one cohesive group and take the lead in our communities. That is the key. Unification of all black males taking the lead, assuming leadership responsibilities in the community and in our homes. Okay? And the rest of the black community will have to follow us. There are no options. There's no way to get around it. And that is to say, if anybody wants to get around it, because everybody that I'm polling, particularly black women, are saying, hey, we've been waiting for you all to do this for a long time, taking the lead in the black community. And so that's what I wanted to talk to you about, and it's a great time to do it, and you know the reason why. There are murders going on in high urban areas in black communities. In Chicago, we've had too many of them, as you know. There is incarceration, recidivism. There's single-parent homes headed by single black women, absentee fathers. There's unemployment. There's, in many cases, in high urban areas, large urban areas, there's mental instabilities that you see. Black men walking down the street talking to themselves and so forth. And so now is the time. We don't have to wait because, and I want to impress upon you that now is the time we don't have to, because everything that we need is within our grasp. I'm going to give you, cite several reasons why. We have the numbers. There's a lot of black men here in the United States, and we need the numbers to help move this agenda. The numbers, the sheer numbers. B, the necessary unity. In terms of, in my talking to black men and black women, they seem to be very open and willing to become a part of this endeavor and the unification of African American males. Group leadership. Group. That is the key. That is not to say that we're ousting or trying to oust spokespersons for the black community. Not trying to do that at all, you know. And we wouldn't be able to do it anyway because they have their own vision and they're going to keep doing it, and we want them to. Okay? So we have the numbers, we have the necessary unity. C, a method of sustained fundraising to pursue our objectives. I don't know if you can see now, but I have on here a shirt. Still got the tag on it. I just got it out the shop today. That has the word lead on it in big bold letters. Lead. Okay? And the image of the life cycle image is what I call it. It's the image of a fetus with this little rise right here, and it's whipping around into the head of a woman. Okay? And that's called the life cycle. It represents the black community's sanctity for life and respect for precious life. I don't know who these people out here handling these guns, going around killing people. That's not us. Okay? Don't associate us with that, with them. You know, I don't know where those characters come from. But let me take this off for 1 second. And I'm going to show you, because I'm looking at my camera and I don't know if it's showing. I'm actually taping it on my phone, and now I'm taping it on this small Vivitar, but I have to make sure that you see what I'm talking about. It's here. This logo. You see this logo here? The word lead, and then it has the logo right there, the symbol of the fetus, the woman and the fetus. Let me go back this way. Yeah, because I'm looking at the camera. But all of this, you can see all of this on the website anyway. There's the fetus there, the little rise right there, and then the woman's head. And the word lead, and while I'm doing that, let me just go ahead and show you the t-shirt. This is the t-shirt that I have on also, that has the same information on it. Okay? Has the word lead, and it has the company, it has the Endeavor logo on it, the life cycle logo, and also there is a sports cap. Okay? It has the word lead, and it also has the organization Endeavor logo, the life cycle, the fetus, and the woman. Okay? So we have products that we can promote, and the concept is not a lot from many. It's not a lot from a few, excuse me, but a little from many. So everybody can buy a cap. Everybody, you know, this lady over here is going to buy a cap for her uncle. This lady over here is going to buy a t-shirt for her son, you know, because he's 20 years old now, and we want, he's old enough to become a part of us. Okay? And we're going to lead. Okay? So we've got, I've given you the numbers. We have the necessary unity, a method of sustained fundraising to pursue our objectives. We have to have money to do that. Okay? And then D, the allowance for all black organizations and persons to remain autonomous and independent and continue to serve in their own vision. So we're not asking anybody to deviate from what you do. You can continue to do what you do, belong to the same organization, go to the same church, do whatever you do, okay? Except for we want to put all of this under one umbrella, okay? So we've got Jim Brown's organization out in California. We got 100 Black Men Inc. that's got chapters, and a very, very, very fine organization. Got chapters all over the United States. These other black organizations, the NAACP. Do what you do. You know, we don't want to hinder your vision. Just continue to do what you do, but we can still belong to one unified body under one umbrella at the same time. Okay? Unifying all black males. Right now, we're still operating in fragments. Okay? Still doing a good job, but we're fragmented. We got to put all of that together. Okay? And also, the next one is E, the letter E, to create and sustain a plan to bury the poor and indigent black people, which includes a portion of organizational product revenues being dedicated for this purpose. We're going to take money from the sale of our products, from our film, from our books, from, did I mention I had a book, that I think I mentioned that I had a book completed already for a project right before, this is only a month old, right before this project a month ago, but I'm going to add this to the book now because it's not published yet. And we're going to add this to it, then we're going to have this book. I've got a film deliverance one that you can view on our website, we-grow.net, we-grow.net. just right to the right side over there, you can actually view Deliverance One film. So we're going to try to make other films. I'm thinking now about a way that we can tour, so we can get around to different cities, talk to people, and film that and make that into a factual film, and have you look at it, and then you can buy something like a card that you can scan, and it'll open up. So we might be, now you can do books. You can have what they call e-books, I think they call them, that you can just go online and view the book, and it's much more cost effective. Perhaps we might be able to get our own publishing house for this endeavor, where we can publish our own stuff. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff, serious stuff that we're talking about, and then also a portion of that money that we're going to use to revenues from the sale of our products, we're going to use to bury our indigent and poor black people. They deserve a burial, a decent burial too, and we have it. The concept again, what is it? Not a lot from a few, but a little from many. And we can do this. We want to create our own insurance company. I've been doing a little research. It doesn't take a whole lot to, it's not too difficult a task to create a black burial-only insurance company. We don't want to offer other products, cash value products and all that with the insurance. It's just strictly straight, no chaser. You buy an affordable premium for your loved one or someone that you have an interest in case something happens to them, that they can get buried, they can have a decent burial. And then from the insurance company that we create, there's going to be usually a surplus of revenues, reserves, that we can reinvest back into the black community in other ways. So we've got the apparel right now, the sports cap, the t-shirt that I'm wearing right now, and then the polo shirt that I pulled off to show you the t-shirt right now. I'm sorry for moving in and out of the camera, but I'm in the backyard. And so one day we might be able to get into making blue jeans. Who knows? Okay, so that's another thing that we're going to do. This is why the time is right now. And also I've contacted, in terms of the insurance company, I've also contacted the National Association, National Funeral Directors and Morticians Association, and indicated to them as much that we want to support them and support black funeral directors and morticians. I don't know if I indicated to them that we might be trying to create this insurance company. That concept might have come after I talked to them, but I definitely wanted them to know that we're trying to unify the black community through United Black Male Group leadership, and then we want to create a vehicle to where we can bury the poor and indigent black people among us. I think I did indicate that. So I'm also the author of C-228, which is a Constitution for African Americans that was drafted here in July of 2016. I spoke about this on Open Mic Radio, Black Talk Radio, at least one forum. Contacted many black newspapers, local black community-owned newspapers across the country, and I will be informing them about this. I'm actually going to provide this link, this video, so that they can see. That'll give them a better viewpoint of what I'm trying to convey. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words, and I guess moving pictures are worth more. So I'm just looking at the time of 13 minutes. I want to keep this about 15 minutes long if I can. But you can view the this information that I'm talking about. You can view the website information on C-228 if you want to look at the Constitution for African Americans, where I tried to make the case of why we should have a constitution. Native Americans have constitutions on their lands that was allocated to them, by the United States government, and we, not only African Americans, but I suggested that other races or ethnic groups should be able to constitute as well, as long as the language does not try to overthrow the United States government, which C-228, the Constitution that we had, does not try to do. It's basically a to-do list for African Americans. One of the articles in the Constitution, as a matter of fact, our Constitution suggests that as long as that we are here in America, we should always have an endeavor like this, something similar to where there's a unification of African American communities. So that's what the Constitution, it's a to-do list for African Americans. And so you can call me at any time. I'm always looking for content in our community, viewpoints, stories. What do you think? That's content for the books that we need to keep going. Always send that. Always call me. Always email me. Send me something to keep those going. We hope to tour tomorrow. I'm going to try to set up a GoFundMe account to where you can donate, because like I said, we want to get around to different parts of the country. We want to get out to LA. We want to get out to Denver. We want to get out to Cleveland and Cincinnati and other areas, okay, and Houston, and let them know about the need for African American unity, African American male group leadership, okay. That was the missing key all the time, I do believe, okay. Because what it does, it compels the other persons, elements in the black community to follow us. If we take the lead and get out there indisputably, clearly, and in the view of all, and take lead of our community, then they'll follow us. They have no options. There are no other options on that. Contact me anytime, 708 area code 890-3007, website we-grow, we-grow.net. And with that, I think I've got everything covered. I'm going to just say that God bless you. Oh, by the way, this is a spiritual, moral, and peace movement. We love everybody. Okay, although I talk to black people primarily about the quality of life and enhancing the quality of life, quite naturally it's going to be black people. But when we go to worship and so forth, and a lot of brothers, we're bringing brothers to the Lord in this. When I tell them about the unity endeavor, and that we're trying to create a spiritual movement, and ask them, you know, do you want to be a part of us? Do you believe in Jesus and so forth? A lot of them are already doing. Some of them say, well, you know, hey, I want to be a part of that, you know. So we're bringing brothers to the Lord too, people to the Lord, you know. And then the brother comes in, and then he brings members of his family, and brings his wife in, and brings his son and his daughter in. So we're on our way, we're on the move, and we're not going to turn back. We need the participation of other organizations, NAACP, 100 Black Men, very fine organization. Look them up on the website, 100 Black Men Inc. They got chapters all over. I met a brother from the at the Taste of Chicago Sunday here in Chicago this past Sunday. From he was a member. He's a member of the 100 Black Men Inc. Organization, one of the chapters. They got chapters in many cities in the United States. Okay, very fine organization, very talented and knowledgeable, experienced men in 100 Black Men organization. And I actually want to talk to them about having a mentoring. You know, they try to enhance the quality. They don't try. They enhance the quality of life for African Americans, African American community, African Americans, and they do a lot of mentoring primarily for youth. But I want to move on with the revenues that the money that we can make from this endeavor. I want to establish a mentoring program for men. For men. You know, we got money. We can go out and buy all the suits we want. Have them dress up, come in, talk, put some polish on them. I see a lot of polish in the 100 Black Men organization. A lot of talent and a lot of refined gentlemen in that organization. So we want to spread that around. Y'all help us out on that. Okay, I want to talk to somebody about that in your organization. Okay, so I'm signing out. God bless your home, everybody. Stay in touch with the website. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye.